Hey everyone, welcome to Buzzing About Romance. I am Becky. Um, Happy Sunday, everyone.
Happy
Oh,
Sunday.
Sunday.
Joining me for this episode is Amanda. Hi, Amanda.
Hello.
And Leah. Hi, Leah.
Hi.
And Heather. Hi, Heather.
Hello.
3 episodes in a row. Is it
I
a
know.
Christmas miracle?
It might be.
And Jenny's here. Hi, Jenny.
Hey, Becky.
I have to apologize to everyone. I just yelled at all of the co-hosts that it was 9 o'clock.
I know we were trying to talk
Everyone's
too.
trying to talk, and Mike's yelling at me, and I'm like, it's 9 o'clock. Anyway,
We're all
It's fun.
fine.
I was yelling at my husband to yell at everyone else to get off the internet. So
get off the
get off the internet.
like an old grandma, get off the yard. Um, so welcome back to Buzzing About Romance. We are talking about all things romance reading and trying to pretend we have control over our TBRs. Spoiler alert, we don't. What, Leah? You have control on your TBR?
No,
You don't even have a TBR.
I don't have a TBR, which is why this episode is really complicated for me.
That's right. We're each sharing 10 books we truly would really pinky swear want to read before the end of the year. We're also talking about our current reading challenge, the Clear the TBR challenge, which is our attempt again to bring order to the chaos. Yeah, so it's been a week. It feels like I keep saying this. Like,
I was like, isn't it the start of a new week? It is. Okay.
it is, but it's like, when are
It's
things
been a
just gonna
year.
like normalize?
Yeah.
Like 2025 can seriously suck it.
It needs
Yep.
to end like immediately.
Yeah. Although, I mean, we all say this, but Jenny got a like grown-up library job, so
That's
I
true, she
did
did.
go.
woo. I mean,
I finally have my van back.
and you have your
Oh,
van.
yay.
Woo.
Four,
I mean, like,
4 weeks of work, and I finally have my own car.
I mean, there's good stuff that happened. Like, Bookcase Media is doing really good. The podcast is doing really great.
There has been some definite like positives to 2025, but it has been
Yeah.
a really long fucking year.
It is, and it's a whole lot of bullshit.
Do you remember how long January was? I mean, do you guys remember
Yes.
where we were like, is this month
Yes.
actually going to end?
How is this
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
January? Yeah.
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 So I know that I have turned into like grumpy lady over on Substacks, and I'm deep in my feels about romance. And I think this is part of like, and I bring it up because I think this plays into our TBRs a little bit. Reading feels harder this year. It feels like it just feels more complicated than it's ever felt. I don't know how else
That's
to
fair.
describe it.
I think, well, there's a lot going on, and sometimes it's like that dissociation of like, are we just supposed to like go on with our lives
Yeah.
and pretend like none of this is happening?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I will say, I was talking to Laura from What to Read Next podcast, and she's been our co-host here a couple times. Jenny was on her podcast recently. If you haven't listened to that episode, you should go check it out. Because Jenny, you sounded so smart and like,
Not that you don't sound smart all
Exactly.
the time.
Yeah.
no, but like
Fake
she was like
truth.
librarian Jenny, not
Oh,
like
she was-
our Jenny. She was like
Oh,
I
so she's like
was.
professional Jenny,
Professional
not buzzing
Jenny.
Jenny.
Yeah.
not the buzzing,
Correct.
chaotic Jenny.
Like all those
Literally
degrees,
buzzing.
those degrees paid off, Jenny.
Well, I mean, this is the first one I've used, so I'll let you know.
Okay.
So Laura was saying that she has made an intention to not scroll on socials past 7 p.m.
Oh.
Like, she doesn't look at Instagram, she doesn't look at Threads, she doesn't look at TikTok. She stays off of it and simply either spends her time watching the shows she likes to watch, or reading. And I do think that I'm going to have to make some adjustments, because each week I seem to notice, anybody who has an iPhone, you get your weekly notice of how much time you've spent on your phone.
Nope, don't do
Mhm.
that.
I don't
I
look
do
at
not
it.
do that.
Oh, do you turn it off, Amanda?
Yeah, it's
Mine's
off.
off too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Mine's not.
Mhm.
Mine's on.
No, mine, I turned it off purposefully because I don't want to see that number. But also, I do use my phone for work things, so I feel like that's okay. So my number is skewed.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
It
I go on
is.
periodically and look at it, but I do not need like another notification. It just makes me angry. So,
Uh,
But also, I get stuck in those stupid, like, real shorts.
mm.
Like, and so, like, I'll sit and watch those, or I'll listen to it, but not watch the video. So those things suck me in.
well, and we talked about it last episode. My Kindle is dying. I need to buy a new one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I shared. I did figure out it was December of 2022. Was
Yeah, I think you looked it up when we
yeah.
were
So
talking.
it's time. It's time to get a new one. So I am
That
reading
was
on
not
my
high
phone
enough for
right
that.
now. What?
I said that
Mm.
wasn't high enough.
Oh, it wasn't. I know. I am reading on my phone, which is terrible. Um,
Well, and you probably have like horrible headaches because of it
I
too.
do. Well, not as horrible as Michael bought a giant TV,
Oh.
and I think I got sunburn from the light off the TV.
You should just cast your phone to the TV and read from
Oh
there.
yeah.
You can.
You could
The
you could put
TV
it
is
up
big
there.
enough. Wait until you see it, Jenny. You're gonna be like, what? It's like half. Like
You
anyway.
didn't want Ollie blocking the view.
I know that dog. Um.
Oh, Ollie.
Oh, Ollie. Well, Stanley and his hole digging.
Oh my God, that hole was giant.
That hole is giant. It's up past Mike's knees when he steps down into it.
Can you take a picture of that and
Where
share
is
it,
he
please?
going?
We don't know. He eats the roots though, so if there were weeds there, he's eating them. So
I need a picture of Mike in the hole.
you need a picture. Maybe that's what
He
he's
would lose
doing.
his shit. Our yard looks like a golf course, and so my husband would lose his ever loving mind.
Ours used to. Mike was very pristine about our yard, but with Ollie, we just kind of gave up. And now Stanley is saying, "Hold my beer. Watch what I can do." Anyway, so yes, I'm spending too much time doom scrolling, looking at things, reading articles, getting angry about them, taking myself to Substack, and then
But asking a friend before you post.
asking a friend before I post. There is a really good Substack about PNR that's up right now, and I
Mhm.
venture to guess Amanda will have a response in the coming
Yes,
days.
hopefully sometime this week.
Heather's
Heather's
given us the
thumbs
thumbs up.
up.
What?
Because she was you were holding your hair and you thumbs up.
You thumbs
Did
up.
I? Oh, I can't figure out Substack. Amanda sent something, and I'm like, I'm old. I don't know what to tell you. Like between Discord, I'm like, I don't know. I can barely function using Instagram, so I'm just.
If you
Just-
subscribe to the Substack, it will send an email, like a newsletter, right into your email.
Yeah.
So,
But going
We
back
should
and
probably just
finding,
subscribe her.
oh yeah.
I did subscribe. It's going back and like trying to find something because Amanda said, "Oh, the last like I don't know, like looking for releases or whatever."
Mm.
Oh, yeah. The happily anticipated. So that was really helpful for you, Amanda, for this episode, right?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I'm putting the new releases out like every Friday on Substack, so I'm pretty aware of like all the stuff that's coming out, even if I don't have time to read it, but I'm aware of it.
Well, there we go.
So you have a better TBR than the rest of us because you
I
make
mean,
that.
I don't know if it's better. It might just be longer.
Yeah.
So
It's actually there though.
Yeah, it is there.
this is true.
You might need to just stay off NetGalley.
This is the truest story ever.
Yeah, this is true.
I have been.
She claims she hasn't done anything this week though on there.
I mean, it's because they didn't put anything on there I wanted.
I have not been like loving what I'm getting off of there.
That's
That's
fair.
fair.
So
Yeah, well, I
"Hmm."
mean, we're definitely leaning more into the trad pub lately. I feel like
We are.
for some of us. Amanda's just in the world of romantasy and occasionally dips over to the contemporary.
Yeah, a lot of the romantasy stuff has been coming out there, and so when we're
Mhm.
trying to just check out new authors. That's been where they're coming out.
Yeah.
Well, and part of it is we get so many emails every day from publishers being like, hey, read this author. And we're like, ooh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It's a problem, yeah.
Okay, so how do you organize your TBR for those that do have TBRs?
I do not organize mine at all
You
because it does not exist.
you are not a mood reader or a plan reader. You are a deadline reader.
Well,
Oh.
no,
Lee'll be
well,
like, I
a-
have an
I
interview
am a
tomorrow at 9
deadline-
a.m. I'm going to read the book overnight.
I'm a deadline reader for like podcast stuff, but otherwise I am a mood reader.
But as of late, you are.
As of late, I've been a deadline reader.
Yeah. Heather, do you keep a TBR? Because you're like a solid mood reader.
No, I say I'm a moody reader. Like I'm very moody. I have all of my slots in Kindle Unlimited like picked out. My friend Carrie actually was like trying to figure out what to read. She goes, "How do you do this?" And I'm like, "Girl, I don't have a system. I like will read a blurb and then I'll be like, oh, it's like Russian roulette with the books on my whatever."
Mm-hmm.
And then I screenshot things. I don't know. I just go where
It's
the
the
wind takes me.
deciding what to return that you haven't read yet.
Mhm.
That's the hard part.
I will say one of the best things I ever did, and I started it 2 years ago, is that at the end of the year, I wipe all my want to reads and I return all my Kindle Unlimited books and I start January 1 completely fresh. And while, yes, that might have bit me in the ass for this episode, it makes me feel like it's all new again. Let's just check this out.
But I
do
hate
that
the
either,
new
though.
Goodreads. Like I don't like they did like an update where you used to be able to go back and look at like what you read in like the last month or whatever. It doesn't do that anymore. I don't know. I don't like
So
it.
you can do it through your
Challenge.
Kindle app,
Yeah.
but you have to like go to like the old. There's like it's weird the way it's set up too. It takes a little bit of like finagling to get to it.
Did I tell you I lost my Kindle streak this year?
Yes.
Oh, mine's
no.
like way gone.
Yeah. I lost
I
it.
would cry, like no joke, cry.
Life
Because
just
I'm in
got
like 7 years,
life just got too big. I think it was back in August.
something like that.
August, September, life just got big and I lost it. It was okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
do you
I
know,
started a job and then I was like, it's okay. No one's checking.
and
But
once
I'm
you lose
checking.
it, but
I'm
once you
checking.
lose it, you're like, okay, I didn't pick up my Kindle today. I guess it's fine.
Yeah.
The world is
I don't know
not.
if
I
can
work
do
at a
that.
library. I read something. I just didn't read on my Kindle.
Well, I read a book every day. Half the time it's just books that aren't
Work.
published yet.
That also became one of the problems. Like we read so much like early.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. What about you, Amanda? Are you a planner, a mood reader, a deadline reader?
I mean, I'm a planner for my arcs because, I don't like to be late with them.
Yeah.
So I generally, if I have a lot at once, I will plan them out. But the problem is I'm also a mood reader, so it's like I have to kind of gauge where I'm going to be at and try to get to certain ones at certain times. And if I don't, sometimes I get grumpy.
Mm.
For my regular, for stuff that I'm not arc reading, I'm definitely like a mood reader there because I'll just pick up like whatever I'm in the mood for. And I don't really I don't have I put stuff on my Goodreads TBR, but I don't really go off that. It's really just like I'll put library holds, I'll put stuff in my Kindle borrows or whatever. But I'm usually pretty good about remembering like what I want to read.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It doesn't always work out, but I'm aware of it.
So in your 10 before the end list, and we're not naming our 10 before the end yet, do you have one book on there that's been on your TBR for more than a year?
No, but I looked at that question and I answered it separately.
Oh, so what
I
book's
think.
been
Oh,
on your
well, no, actually I do. I think I do.
what book's been on your
Um,
TBR the longest that you haven't read?
I think it's really like an author like Sabrina Serena Bowen.
Serena Bowen.
Mm.
Because I've read like some one-offs, but I haven't like binged her like Brooklyn or True
Well, she
North
has so
series.
many
And
books
I know,
too.
but I really want to like get into those. So I would say that's probably like one of my longest like series that I've been trying to get to at some point.
Fair, fair. Jenny, do you have a book or an author that's been kind of lingering on your TBR for a long time?
Yeah. So Ella Mays didn't like release a book for a really long time, and then in 2023 she did, and it's
Hmm.
just been it's
Is
like
that
I think it's
Marriage
in the
for
last.
One?
It's no Charlie Love in Cliches,
Oh,
and it's been sitting in like the last slot on my KU borrows because
okay.
I can't give it
I
back.
had it in my Kate, like in my burrows for a while, and then I didn't get to it, and then I returned it, and then it like went back in, and then I returned it. I still have not read it, but
What about you, Leah? Do you have a book that's been lingering a long time or an author?
all of them. I mean, honestly, like if anybody has listened to me talk about stuff, like I'm a hot mess when it comes to reading. Like I read chaotically in all aspects of it. So no, there is not like an author or a book that like has really been on there.
Yeah. What
Because
about,
honestly, if it's a book I haven't read, unless it's something that's really popular, like it's probably like in like the back of my mind. That's on my TBR. So it really could be anything.
yeah. Heather, what's been on your,
It is called The Donor, and it's the Colorado Coyotes hockey series by Brenda Rockert.
oh, okay.
Mm.
It's been on my TBR for a while. A couple of them have been free, and I like her writing. And this is a little older, and I thought, oh no, I was scrolling through my Kindle. Like, if I told you how many unread books I had on my Kindle, you
A
guys would
lot.
probably cry. Like over 4,000.
I don't have
That
that
was
many.
mine. Mine's like
Mine was only like 1,200
Hmm,
unreads.
See, this
way to
is why I'm
brag.
winning
Well,
because
but
I'm only at
I
like
will admit though, like
898.
I will admit though, like I went through and I cleared out some books recently that I'm like, I will never ever read these. So I just deleted them.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that.
I need to do something. I have some lingering like Lila DuBois,
Oh
Mary
yeah.
Carr that have been sitting there for a while. Sarah Cartwright is one that she writes super sexy,
I
dark
have a couple by her.
BDSM type romances, a lot of power dynamic. And I whenever there's a free one, I always grab it, and then if they're on
Mm-hmm.
sale for
Mm-hmm.
99 cents, I grab them. And I have
Because
so
that's basically
many.
free.
And I really just need to sit down because I enjoy her books and they read fast. They're not
Mm-hmm.
overly long and they read really fast. And they're just spicy enough to do what I need them to do. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but they've been lingering there for a really long time. But then I also like this episode was really great because I cleared out some authors that had been sitting on my Kindle that I was like, yeah, they're not for me. Like I had a couple like Tegan Hunter books. I've read a couple of her Montlake books. She's really a vibe heavy author and they just don't do anything for me. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't need to keep them. Like don't need
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah, that
Off to
like I
somebody.
said, that's what I did. I went through and like cleared stuff out. It's like I'm never ever gonna read this author, so I don't know why I have this book.
Um so before we go into our 10 before the end, I want to real quick remind everybody about our current challenge, the Clear the TBR challenge. Um, you pick books already sitting on your TBR, digital, physical, whatever they are. The goal is to read as many as you can. You decide how many books you want to read and have off your TBR by the end of the year. Register your goal over on the website. Keep us posted on your progress. Each book you finish from your existing TBR counts as one entry towards the grand prize, which is usually $50 at one of the online bookstores, like Novel Grounds or someone like that does like bookish merch. Or if you're an international winner, I'll give you $50 for Amazon. book money. The deadline to submit all entries is December 31st at 11:59 local time. The caveat on this is the books all have to have been published, meaning like they're out to the general public from October 31st, 2025 back. ARCs don't count and new releases don't count. So that's really, and to be honest,
It's acted like that's a new rule.
and
It's
let's
Me?
not.
it's a rule. It's a rule. Jen Ellen's like, a rule? It's a guideline. We don't have
We don't have
rules.
It's
rules?
there. It's there, but if you break it, we don't really care.
Again,
I'm
no
going to
one's
be real
checking.
honest. I just highlight everyone that enters their stuff over on the website, put them in the pick a name and pick a name.
So, I mean, we feel
okay.
better about it because we made a rule, but we don't actually
Jenna
use
is asking, what about new to audio but not a new ebook? I
like
will
that would
I will count
count.
those. Because
because it's not a new book.
Right. We're looking at publication date on the ebook, not anything else.
Well, because a lot of times audio comes out much later than
Much
the
later,
electronic
yep.
and paperbacks.
Remember, this isn't about clearing your TBR completely. It's about pacing, or it's about making peace with the pile and finding the joy in rediscovering what you already bought. Let's be honest, you might add more books than you remove, but that's kind of the fun part.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, and our Wednesday episodes can also count as clearing your TBR, as we are not, I don't think we have any new books. Natasha's might have been the only one but I think that was published in October.
Yeah, I think that
It
one
was
still
the end
falls
of
in there.
October, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But even if it wasn't, it would still count.
It would still count.
Again,
Wednesdays count.
we don't actually check.
10 books we want to read before the end of the year. This concept. What does when I said this to you guys, I was like, we could do this. What was your thoughts?
Well, I wanted to do a list that was not part of what I had left to read for ARCs. That was not on my holiday list because we have an episode coming up about holiday releases, so I wanted to keep that separate. So it was for me stuff that I'm really going to try to hard to read before the end of the year. Like I may not make it, but these are newer-ish releases, stuff I've had on my TBR for a really long time, new authors that I want to try. It's like a mixed bag for me, I think.
Okay. Jenny, did you have thoughts when I said I need 10 books to read before the end of the year from you?
I can give you a list, but they're not going to get read.
Jenny's
At
like
least she's honest.
making a list, not checking it twice.
Nope.
What about you, Heather? When I said, "Hey, let's do a 10 before the end list," what were your thoughts?
Well, this was Heather's idea.
It was Heather's idea.
I said I've seen this around and I like the idea.
But she did not actually think you would pick it.
I know, I did not. Also, you guys know I'm like defiant. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna read that, right? Like I got on some weird tangent. I got all these books that I put in the top of my Kindle, and I'm reading Alpha and Omega books. I have never in my life read those. I don't know what I'm doing.
I like an Alpha and Omega book.
I'm actually reading one right now.
Whatever. Yeah. I just hit the books I really like. Either like I couldn't keep up with the series. Like this was a wonky year for me, so a book released, and I was like, oh, I'd really like to keep up with this series.
I'll get to that later.
Yeah, so that's what I put on there.
And Leah, what were your thoughts?
It's going to be really hard for me to make a list.
That I think was the biggest challenge, like, because I don't keep a list.
No, you know how I pick my next read? I get stuck in a TikTok like quote, or I'm like scrolling because like when you open your Kindle app and it has like the continue the series you've read, or like you might like these. I will like that's how I find a lot of my books.
Just the roulette.
Just scrolling through, like scrolling past like those like covers on my Kindle app.
Okay.
I have a list on Amazon, like I just heart things, and even if I read it, I don't take it off. So there's like stuff on there from like
Oh
I
my.
have every intention of like
2015.
doing stuff like that. And I'll do it for like 3 days. And I'm like, this is a lot of effort. I'm done.
Oh my gosh. Jenna said that her TBR is her wish list on Amazon. She adds them to a wish
Hmm.
list,
But
which
does
is
she
so
take
smart.
them off after she reads them? Because I
Yeah,
have that
that
like I had
that's
a
my
thing
problem.
where like I did that, but I never took them off. And then I was like, oh shit, did I actually read this one or should I leave it on here?
I don't know. What is one author that you haven't read that you really hope would like to read before the end of the year? Do you have one? Who do you got, Heather?
That Charity Farrell. You
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
you guys had recommended that one,
Yes, her Mafia
and
series.
I really like I'm in the dark era, so
Yeah.
yeah. What about you, Jenny? Is there an author?
So my like first book is Winging It with You by Chip Ponds.
Okay.
I have I have renewed it at the library 3 times.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I just need to read this dang book.
Amanda, is there an author on your list that you haven't?
Regina Black. I
Okay.
have the new August Lane on my list.
Mm,
I've heard nothing but good things about that, like
yeah.
the actual reading experience and then the audio as well. So, I haven't ever read anything by her, so that's definitely high up on my list.
Yeah. Leah, is there an author you want to read before the end of the year?
Well, so actually, we had book club on Saturday, which yesterday,
Yesterday.
and Alexis Page was on there, and she was telling us about those L. Parker books, and I
mhm.
am very intrigued by those.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
For me, Sienna Trapp is an author that I
Hmm.
found out lives local to us, and so I really want to try her Bellini Mafia book one
I
um
liked it. It
before
was
the end of the
definitely
year.
Mafia light.
The other author that has been on my radar for a while and I haven't read yet, and I know that she does a lot of like sex worker positive books, and that is Rebecca Kincaid, but she spells
Oh
it
yeah.
Kincaid.
Mm.
Mm.
And apparently her books are like crazy sexy, and
I've come across her, but I haven't read her yet.
everybody raves about them. So, Jen Ellen says maybe she'll read Winterville before the end of the year. And Stacy's gonna hope to get
So
through
nice of
some
her.
JD Robb
Oh yeah.
Oh,
between
yeah.
Christmas and New Year. I had somebody I worked at the bookstore yesterday afternoon, and there was a couple in, and they are starting the J.R. Ward Black Dagger Brotherhood. Like they're starting at
Nice.
book one together. And I'm
Oh, that'll be
like,
fun.
that's an undertaking because isn't there like $35?
It's a
It's a
lot.
lot. Yeah.
I
I don't know
did
the exact
warn
number
them.
anymore.
I did warn them. I said, just so you know, I hear it's a little culty and you get a green t-shirt. And then they just looked at me.
I mean, I've seen it.
Some of the older ones are a little rough to get through.
Oh, are
The
they?
original ones.
Oh, okay.
Not rough, but just like if you're reading them
According to
now,
Amazon, there's only 23.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that's some love.
I mean, it's still a lot, but I mean, not,
Yeah, there are 50, almost 60 in the JD Robb series.
yeah.
Okay. Um, do you have a book that you probably are not going to read, but you keep pretending you will? For Jen Ellen, apparently it's Winterville.
With Jen Allen. I totally forgot about that, Jen Allen. So thank you.
Do you have a book that you're going to pretend that you are going to read, but you're not?
Like,
No, because it's most of the books that like pop up on my Kindle.
Do you have one, Amanda?
I don't know if I would say I'm gonna pretend to read anything and not do it. I mean, I have good intentions. I don't plan to not read anything I say I'm gonna read.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I'm not reading it, like I'm pretty vocal about that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna,
I
you know.
mean, I'm going to say I could pretend to read like a Megan Quinn, but we all know I'm not going to ever read that.
I'm saying like I'm not gonna say I'm gonna read something and then not do
No.
it.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, not that I
We don't
won't, but
have time for that shit.
yeah.
Well, and I'm always very polite when people be like, "Oh, you should read this book." Like Gretchen, I'm gonna pick on Gretchen for a minute. Gretchen was like, she really wants Amanda to read Quicksilver and by Callie Hart. And I'm like, nice, yeah. That's one that I would like put on my TBR.
No, I'll try it out. And
It's
I told
9,000
her I would
pages
try before
long.
the next one. But I mean, I'll try it. I may not finish it, but I'll try it.
It's a lot of pages, Heather. Like,
I-
hold
It's
on, I'm
like
gonna tell
eight,
you.
isn't it like 800 or something like that?
whatever. I've read
650
700 pages of Shield of Sparrows. I can do it.
615
This is true. You
pages.
did power through that. Like,
Yeah, I can do it. I didn't have time. Like I had some work stuff come up this week before Brimstone releases, but I do plan to read it to talk to Gretchen. I told her I would, so I have every intention of doing it.
Jenna says the audio is the way to go with Quicksilver.
I'm so slow with audio, but I'll try.
People are always like recommending the Amy Dawes books, and I can guarantee you I'm never reading those either. That one's for you, Lindsay.
I mean, the latest cover does look cute, but I'm like, nope.
It looks
My mom
cute.
picked it up and I said automatically no. And then she went for a Megan Quinn book and I said again, no.
just now.
Don't do it. So towards the end of the year, as we're doing these, you're getting through your word goal or you're trying to read books and, escaping the chaos of the world right now. Are you more likely to DNF, either soft DNF, hard DNF, a book at this time of year than you are earlier on in the year? Or are you more likely to like power through to get through the book?
I'll skim it.
I just Leah it.
Just Leah it. What about you,
I mean,
Heather?
unless it's like a reason for me to DNF, like if there's something like,
Like
bad.
the dog dies.
No, not that. No, I mean, if it's like, there was one recently, I'm not going to say what, but it was like some cultural appropriation and stereotyping type thing, and I had to DNF, and I'm, like that's really going to be one of the only reasons I won't, finish something if it's harmful. But
Yeah.
for the most part, like I'll just skim till the end.
Yeah. What about you, Jenny? Are you more likely to DNF this time of year as you're counting down to the end of the year?
I don't think it's more likely. It's just I have no problem DNFing anymore. Like,
No, because time is limited.
yeah,
No one has
very
time
much
for bad
so.
books. What about you, Heather? I know you don't DNF, you soft
She's
DNF
a soft DNF.
or
I
abandon them.
I have always said that I've been a soft DNFer, but lately I'm not in a good like mental space, right? So I've been DNFing. Like I even wrote a review to Neck Alley and said, yeah, I DNF this. Which is you guys all know me. I never say that.
You don't.
So, but it was
Heather sent us a text. She's like, is this okay if I do this? We're like, and how? And we're like, yes, you can do it. Just do it, Heather.
I know, but it feels mean. Like, but it's not, right? Like Lee said, it's limited time. There are so many books and
Well, and I always look at DNF and I say this over and over again, but I really think that especially now more than ever, as we all need community more than we've ever really needed it. You are a member of the romance book community and you owe it as a community member, not that you owe it, but to be a good community member, you have to know when things are cultural appropriation or when things just don't work and don't make sense, because I can't tell you what book it was, but there was one book that everybody was like, this is the best book I've ever read. Like it was a 4.8, like 3 weeks after release. Like everybody was loving this book and I'm reading it going, I don't think I'm reading the same book.
It might have been the Amy Dawes book.
No, it was a different one.
No, because she found a review that was
that's
talking
right.
about the
that's
other
right.
thing. The thing that I'm not going to say.
But that other DNF, I found 2 1-star reviews that talked about my problems, my concerns, the chains of, and it was like, oh, thank you. And I don't always comment on Goodreads posts. Like, when you scroll through the front page of Goodreads, I'll like when people review a book, I'll like it and give them engagement. But these were ones that I stopped and made a comment on the review, like, thank you for saying this, because I was feeling really alone, that I was missing something. And it starts to make you feel like something's wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does everyone pick this book up and love it? And I'm over here going, what
This
the
makes me feel
hell?
uncomfortable.
Yeah. And I think it was actually the first book in the Park series by Lauren Asher. I think it was either that or the
Oh.
first book in the Liz Tom Forty Windy City series. It was one of those.
Or
That-
both of those.
Or both of those. But everybody was loving them, and I'm just like, this is
I think it was the Lauren Asher one.
Yeah, I think so too.
so that's my thought on that. Have you ever had a surprise favorite you only read because you were guilt tripped to read it? Or bullied by Becky to read?
The Invitation by Vi Keeland.
Oh, it was so
Did we
good.
bully you into reading
She
that?
had that like
I know that came out real fast there, Amanda. Like,
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it was like it
fast.
popped into my head immediately when she said it, and it wasn't like a
Because we
I mean, it wasn't a
bullied her
bully.
into it.
It wasn't a bully, but it was just kind
Just
of like
strongly
a
recommended.
strongly
Strong
suggest that
urge.
you should read this.
Yeah.
So,
But it was worth it, wasn't it?
yeah, that's what I said when she said worth it. Like that was the first one that popped into my head.
Yeah.
Such a good book.
Such a good, and it was one of those books that linger. We bought that back in January when the book came out. It
Mhm.
lingered on our TBR for
It was a while,
months.
yeah.
A while.
And then I was like, okay, Leo, let's do it for a quick shot.
Yeah.
And
And then we were like, what the fuck?
because
Why did we not read this sooner?
it was still when you could share a book, like you could loan the book,
Oh,
the
Yes,
ebook
we could-
over.
Mm-hmm.
And I
In the
ended
good
up
old
loaning
days.
it to Leah, and I was like, but I hadn't finished it yet. And she's like, well, I promised to read fast. I'm like, I can't wait. So I ended up buying Leah a copy on her Kindle so that I could get mine back so that I could read it. Anyway,
I miss those days when we could share books.
I do too. It
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
against reading, but it was Winterville, and it was a Becky rec. I'm telling you. Winterville is actually probably my book, to be honest. We were when we first started the podcast, like 21, 22, I would tell you I don't like Christmas. I don't like holiday novellas. Or holiday books. They all just feel the same. And then I think we decided the game plan for Quick Shots that fall was after Thanksgiving, we were going to try to do as many Christmas reads
Mm-hmm.
as we could. And I was like, okay. So I had picked up the 9th book in a series by Carrie Elks, and I really loved it. We had read The Heartson Creek, and I was like, well, okay, let's try this other random Winterville one. And I was like, sold.
Yeah.
Sold. What about you, Heather? Do you have one that was a
I
surprise
think it was
favorite?
Layla Hagen. I don't want to say like I was forced, but I think we had to like it was like we were reading it for something for the podcast, and I was like, man. And then I like read the whole series. It was the Chicago series.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking to myself, why don't I read more Layla Hagen? I really like her. And the truth, there's just so many books.
Yeah.
And you can just pick up. I mean, with Layla, it's nice. You can pick up anywhere with Layla. And she is one of those authors I would like to get back to. And maybe that's a whole nother episode. Authors that we kind of haven't read in a minute, but want to get back to. Because we had one before we started. We were talking about a setup. And Jenny's like, oh, the new Kilby Blades in the Green Valley series is like that. And I was like, oh. And I would love to get back to that because I really liked that.
Forest for the Trees.
Forest for the Trees. So, Karen says Carrie Elks in general started her Angel's Landing series. So, did you see she changed the covers in Winterville again?
No.
But they're
Wait,
faceless.
she just changed them.
Well, they were the object covers, and now they're like the
she's went to
vector
yeah.
faceless. And literally, I was in her DMs like, lady, what are we doing? Okay, so let's go ahead and get to our 10 before the end. We are just going to list the titles, or the author, or the title with author, of what we're hoping to read before the end. We're just going to go one by one, give our whole 10. Because if not, we'll be here
forever.
until midnight. Or we could do 5 and 5, like we do 5 and then come back and do 5. So let's do 5 and
Why don't
then
we do that?
okay. We'll start with you, Heather. Give us your first 5 that you hope to read
Okay.
before the end.
Dangerous Monster by Charity Farrell. It's a mafia in Kindle Unlimited. Grump in Moose Falls by Emily Silver. It's an holiday romance. Came out in November. Brim Over by Emmy Sanders. It's part of her Darling series, book 2. Book. How many did I say? That 3.
Those 3.
So 4 is Nash. It's by Nora Phoenix and E.M. Lindsay. It is the final book in the Honorably Discharged series. And then Kiss My Axe by May Archer. New release. Looks really great. Lots of talk on the old Instagram about it.
Excellent. What about you, Jenny?
My first one is Winging It With You by Chip Loines. Second one is Crashing Waves by Kelsey Kingsley, which is actually the first book in a duology, so that's probably like 600 plus pages. Merciless Queen by M.L. Philbit, which I also think is over 600 pages. So, like I said, my list is not happening. Cinnamon Rolls and Villainy by Shadell A. Campbell, and Until January by Ginger Wells.
Okay. What about you, Amanda? What are your first 5?
My first one is Our Vicious Oaths by N.E. Davenport. That's a newer fantasy release. It was one of my top anticipated reads. I have it on hold at the library, so I will definitely be reading that as soon as it comes off hold. The second one is Temping as Hell by Kathy Yardley. That's a newer release. I don't really even know anything about it except that it's urban fantasy and it's Kathy Yardley, and I can't wait to read it. I already put it on my Kindle. Book 3, Don't Remind Me by Lacey Burke. That is book 1 in her Oh Brother series. I read book 2. It was one of my books of the week. It's contemporary set in Philly. This is the first one where it's like the chef in the restaurant. Book 4, my fourth one is August Lane by Regina Black. I've just heard so many good things about it. I really want to try to get to that. 5, my fifth one is Artifacts of Oranos by Nisha J. Tully. That's a fantasy series that's actually 4 books, but I bought all of the audios, so I'm really hoping to get some of those in while I'm cleaning and decorating for Christmas, hopefully.
So smart. What about you, Leah? What are your first 5?
Okay. My first 5, I have Secret Haven by Catherine Cowles. This is Kai and Fallon's book. I really want to get to that one. I just am very excited about that one. Forbidden Heart by Ivy Lane. It is the final book in the Sawyer's Bend series, and all the mystery and intrigue is coming to a culmination, and I'm very excited. Forbidden Arrangement by Jay Wilder. They're darker, over the top, obsessed. They're like heroes. Beautiful Revenge by Bryn Asher. This is her new Manor series. This ties into Scars. It is the brother of the heroine of that book, and it's a set in a small town. He's British, spies, things like that. And then Lonnie Lynn Vale has He's a Mean One coming out, and it is Jasper's story. And Jasper is one of those characters we met 3 or 4 series ago, and everybody who is a big fan of her books has been waiting for this story to come out since we found out that he is alive. So yeah, those are
Okay.
my first 5.
My first 5 is, the first one is Indiscretion by Vi Keelan. I can't believe that I never got to it back. I think it came out in January. Rebel Bride by Kate Meter. It's the new book it's book 2
I'm
in her new
excited for that one.
series. Unafraid by Nissa Catherine. This is book 1 in the Amber Ridge series that I would very much like to get to. Okay, so Lucky by Sawyer Bennett. I haven't gotten to that one yet. And
I need to
it's
get back into the Titans.
Yeah.
I want to finish that. And then I need to read Filthy Little Games, which is Lane Hart's Mafia in New York.
Yeah. Those ones are good.
I kind of gave up in Vegas because they were getting bonkers and bonkers.
These ones aren't as bonkers.
So I want to go over and try the New York one. So that's my first 5. Heather, we are back to you with your last 5.
Okay, now I'm just looking up Lane Hart because you know how I am with Mafia. Okay, I'm kind of doing some holiday ones now. So this is The Holiday Exchange. It's by Riley Hart and Christina Lee. Small town, fake relationship. Basically, Riley Hart writes it. I read it. That's just how our interactions go. She's amazing. The other one is hashtag holiday. This is a Lucy Lennox. It's a holiday small town. I got the audiobook because Tim Page and Teddy Hamilton narrate it, and I'm super
that'll be a
jazzed
good
about
one.
that. Mm-hmm.
I love that cover too on
Yeah,
the book.
it's so cute. I think he's like an influencer. It's adorable cover. And then The Donor, which is book 1 in the Colorado Coyotes series by Brenda Rothart. I think it's a 4 or 5 book series. I don't know. I just want to get back into hockey a little bit. And then my last, 4, is Reckless Obsession. It is a mafia sort of book by Deborah Garland. It's adjacent to the series that I binged last
I
week.
read that one not too long ago. It was pretty good.
And the amount of trigger warnings is like,
long.
yep, I'm down. That needs to be on my Kindle.
Yeah.
And then the last one is Ariana's Hero by Gia Colby. She would be a new to me author. She writes romantic suspense, and a lot of romantic suspense people have been saying that it's really good. So I want to check her out.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that too. I haven't read it yet though.
What do you got, Jenny?
So these are the ones that have been lingering on my KU borrows. Icing on the Cake by Christopher J. Bryce. When Stars Rise by Emery Rose. Charlie, Love, and Cliches by Ella Mays. And then I haven't read All Superheroes Need Photo Ops by Elizabeth Stevens yet. And then
well, but that's still ARC. It's not out till the end of the month. So
yeah. It comes out on the 25th.
But so and my last one is Poor Choices, POUR. The PJ DeVer. It's a small town brewery type series.
Cute. What about you, Amanda? What are your 5?
So my last 5, I have Crescent Kingdom by Tessa Hale. That's her newest series, the trilogy, The Why Choose. I should be able to knock those out pretty quickly. I'm ready. My next one
Which
is,
it's so wild for me to hear you be like, I'm gonna read a Why Choose, and I'm just like, where's our Amanda?
Didn't we ask you to read the original one
at the beginning of the year?
And then I binged them all.
Yeah,
so
she hasn't stopped.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
My next one is what?
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm not.
Ironically, Becky and I still haven't read them.
They're so good.
We don't need to. We make
they're
Amanda
very
do it.
Very
That's great. Thanks.
pretty little angst. They're the way to get into Why Choose if you're not that, if you're not sold on it like I was not. My next one is Fates Entwined by Elizabeth Briggs. This is the last book in her Zodiac Wolves. I basically binged the first part of the series when I was on vacation. I love this series. This last one is kind of like it's a wrap up with all of the side characters and they get their HEA. So I will be reading that one before the end of the year. The next one is So My Ex-Boyfriend is a Serial Killer by Kylie Scott. That's her newest one. Good. I'm very intrigued. I love the cover. So I bought it. So it's on my Kindle.
Well, the audio's in Audible Plus right now too.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So
yeah. So
you mentioned Elizabeth Briggs, and I want to talk about this for just a quick moment. Elizabeth Briggs is an author that is currently on hospice.
Yes.
And she is not going to make it very long. So if those books sound interesting, buy them now. Her final book that she is ever publishing is currently free on her website. She just gave
Yep.
it as a gift
Yep.
to her readers.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And she has a large backlist, you know,
She
and it
does.
all
yeah,
helps.
it all helps, but she is dearly loved within the community.
Mhm.
Carrie Ann and I were Carrie Ann was just really upset on Friday and we were talking about her, so
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring a spotlight to Elizabeth Briggs.
Yeah.
So, okay, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, thank you. I was gonna say it and then I was worried I would not get through it.
Nope, I'm gonna
So
do it for you. It's fine.
okay. So my ninth one is the Lodestar Ranch series by Elizabeth Bright. I read book 1 earlier this year and I liked it a lot. It's cowboy,
Mhm.
very easy to read.
I
I'm
like
hoping to
those
get
ones.
back to that series this year. So, or, you know, at least one of them before the end of the year. If not, then, you know, early next year. And then my last one is the Cowboys of Devil's Ditch by Vanessa Vale, her new one, the one she's been like
Yes.
releasing a new one every week. They
Yeah,
look fun,
they're short, they're
short, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
delightful. I just read the last one that came out because I did an interview with her for the
Oh
first
yeah,
ones. And so like and they're real, they're fun.
yeah.
I read a
That's
couple. They're cute. I liked them.
Mhm.
Perfect. Okay, Leah, what are your last 5?
Okay, my last 5, I have The Marriage Narrative by Claire Kahn. I'm very
I have
excited
that
about this
too.
one. I love that cover. Like,
So pretty.
um, I have Her Time Traveling Duke by Bryn Donovan. It's magic, modern times, contemporary, but the Duke is like time traveling, and it just sounded very like interesting, like exciting. It has like the Kate and Leopold kind of vibe to it, but like backwards. Um, and then I have The King's Maiden, like by L. Parker, like I mentioned earlier. That's a 5-book series, so I don't know if I'll get to it since the last book doesn't come out until March, and they all end in Cliffies because it's a 5-book series. But Alexis was like so like passionate about it. I was like, I and the blurbs that are out are very intriguing. And then I have Thorns of Deceit by Eva Winters. I just cannot leave her world. It is delightful. Heather, if you haven't read her, you would really like them. But
I have
yeah,
read a few. I really like her. I need to
they're
just.
just so good. And I will
I
say,
know.
like, she is one of the few authors with such an intricate world
Mhm.
that, like, she gets at like everything right. Like, there's like so many like it's so interwoven, but it's not confusing or anything like that. And you can read them like however you want. And then Serena Bowen, Thrown for a Loop, her new one that just came out. Like I haven't read Serena for a hot minute, but this one, it's the figure skating coach and the
the
NHL
cutting
player.
edge
It's like
looking.
cutting
Yeah.
edge like aspects to it. So yeah, I'm
So
excited for that one.
I saw her a week
Yes.
ago or whatever, and so it yeah, I really want to read that too. The way she
Hmm.
talked about it, and she took like figure skating.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds
I
really
just
good.
have really enjoyed everything that I've read by her, and I just had taken a break and hadn't went back to her, but she has a lot of stuff in KU now, so that
Yeah.
is something too, because she had been wide before, and so it's like I've read a lot of her stuff like that had
Mhm.
been free or she like stuff like that. So.
Okay, so I have 2 holiday ones. Oh Goalie Night. It came out last year by KM Gillis.
Mm.
It's her
Oh,
Ottawa Otters hockey series, and then she has Check the Halls that's new this Christmas, and then the third book doesn't come out till next Christmas. Um so and these covers are so flippin' adorable.
Hmm.
Um
they're cute.
so I'm
Yeah, I
hoping to
like them
get
a
into
lot.
those. That's one book. And then Say It Ain't Snow by Veronica Eden.
Oh
It's
Hmm.
yeah,
back in the
Read that too.
iced out world. And you guys, the cover, like,
it's so good.
uh,
Super cute.
so
Cover.
good.
I have that on
Um,
But
my
the
Till she
holiday
question
comes out
is,
list.
with a new one.
I was
And
going to
then
say, the question is, how many covers are there going to be, and how many copies are you going to buy?
one of
He just
each, Leah.
loves
Just stop it.
Oh,
Veronica
I
just
can't say anything.
loves
There are some
covers.
books I
Yeah.
have multiples for.
I have 7 different versions of iced out.
That's insane.
Shut up, Heather.
I know what
Like she says that's insane, but she is
I think
almost
she
as
means
bad.
it's more insane that there's that many options, not that you have all
right.
of those.
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
Mhm.
Sure.
And
Number
she's
2.
on that bandwagon as well a lot of times.
Exactly.
Number 2 is Mask and Mishaps by Rebecca Kincaid. And then, so this will be 7. Sisters of Wrath by Sienna Snow. It's a series she started this year that's
Oh,
mafia and I love Sienna Snow, so
Yeah.
I just
yeah.
need to go back. And then Precious Hazard by Neva Alta. I need to get back to the Neva books. I haven't been there in a minute. And it was interesting because I was really looking at my TBR, trying to prioritize diverse voices. Like, I want to make sure I get those in by the end of the year. And then I was like, I struggled to find some, and I asked for call outs, and people I didn't get any suggestions. So if you have someone that's an underrepresented voice of a title of a book that you think is just phenomenal, it's the best book you read all year, send me a DM and let me know. I would love to add it to my TBR and prioritize it before the end of the
Well,
year.
and when I was looking at books that like I know I'm really excited for, but they're like January
Yeah.
beginning, like the guest list or the guest book by
Yeah.
Annie and Ruthie.
Did you see
like,
Annie has a second book in
I
her
saw that,
cosmic
yeah.
hair? Okay.
Well, and Annie, like there was another new cover that they revealed recently
Yeah,
too.
it's the
They
second book.
they are busy bees.
They're busy bees.
Back on real quick back on the BIPOC, when
Yeah.
I mentioned N.E. Davenport, like Our Vicious Oaths, she's a BIPOC author who, and also, I don't know if many people know this, but during her tour for this
Yeah.
book, she lost her husband,
Yeah.
Yeah, he passed away.
like unexpectedly as well.
Mhm.
So if you're looking for BIPOC authors to support,
Yeah. There's been a lot of
yeah,
Oh,
there's been
and
a lot.
Stacy brings up the Jackie Lau. She just released an indie
Yes.
Christmas novella, and
Mhm.
she also announced that she has breast cancer.
breast cancer.
There's
Yeah.
just been a lot this year in the community. So
Yeah, because like Sloane St. James, her husband
Yes,
had
her
that heart
husband.
attack, and
yeah,
just it has been a lot.
it really has. Okay, well, on that sad note, it's that
Yeah.
time
It's that time
for
for
book
book
of
Um,
the
the
week. Book of the week time, people. Amanda, what's your book of the week?
I mean, this is not going to surprise anyone at all, but it is Leave You Hanging by
So
Lainey
good.
Hatcher.
So good. It was so good.
So I generally sign up for her arcs, but I knew that I was going to be on vacation or leaving for vacation when she sent it out, and I was like, I'm just going to wait until I get home. It's fine. And then I realized that I was going to be in North Carolina when the book released. So I waited until my husband went to sleep. I downloaded it and immediately started reading it.
It's so good.
And pretty much like snuck in reading it while we were on vacation, pretty much until I like finished it in a day. It's so good. This is Bonnie and Jack. It's book 4. Like I say it every time, but like she writes characters that I would like throw down for, and like Bonnie might be like my main one. Like I think she might be my favorite. I think this is my favorite book, and that's saying a lot in this series. Like I love
Yeah.
it so much.
It was
So
really, really good.
if you haven't started this series, this is my Winterville basically. So start this series.
Well, we
And
read the one on a
we have a
Wednesday.
spotlight coming.
Yes,
So
yes, Leah does have a spotlight coming, but I love this series, so it's like one of my favorite small towns. So
The one we read last year was fantastic. I
Yeah, it was
really
book one.
enjoyed it.
Oh, good.
and that had been my favorite pretty much. Like I love them all, but that had really been my favorite, and I think this one knocked them off the top for me.
Okay.
So.
nice.
it was really good.
Jenny, what's your book of the week?
Sweat and Soap, Volume 5. I'm not gonna try to pronounce the author's name. It is a manga. I am trying to diversify my reading so I can reach the
For work.
teens. Yes. So it's actually a rom-com, and it's cute, it's funny. I have a little bit of a hard time like reading the facial descriptions of the
Mhm.
Japanese characters.
Yeah.
So I'm learning.
Okay. Well,
It's
and you're
interesting.
reading a physical book.
No, I'm reading it on my phone.
Okay, because the
Oh.
physical books they read backwards.
Yeah, it still does on my phone too.
Really? Oh, that's so
Yeah.
bonkers. So weird.
Wow.
Leah, what's your book of the week?
My book of the week is Ice Cold Christmas by Cynthia Eden. It is her most recent Icebreakers book. The book starts out with the prologue with the heroine at the end of the prologue getting kidnapped, and then chapter 1 is her coming back, but she can't remember who she is. And so her hero, she and the hero have been in a relationship, but she doesn't remember that they're in a relationship because it was hidden, and she's trying to figure out like who took her and why they took her. It's a very interesting take on an amnesia trope,
Okay.
but it was very well done.
Okay. Heather, what's your book of the week?
I am reading Whiskey Bargain by Walker Rose. It does not come out until December 2nd. I did not read Walker Rose's first series, but I got the novella earlier this fall, and I am in love with this book. It's a small town Montana. Durbin and his brothers own like Foster House Distillery, and there's this wedding. She's planning a fake relationship. It's like a grumpy sunshine. It's so good. I don't think I'm going to be sleeping tonight. Like, so good. I cannot. I had a hard time putting it down. Like, I even brought my Kindle into the office so I could read it
So
till the
funny
very
story.
last second.
I read that back in like July, August, and I've been waiting for you guys to read it so that we could talk about it because there's that heroine, I just adored her. Like adored her.
Yeah,
She's sassy, she's messy.
Yeah, I love it. And I love how Durbin just like sticks up for her and he doesn't like understand why. He's like such a
He is, and it's such a cast of characters in the whole town.
Mhm.
Such a cast of characters. Okay, so I do not have a book of the week. I have a book I want to fight. Like, I'm very angry at this book. And I say this, and this is a spoiler for this title. So, and it doesn't come out till Tuesday. Does it come out tomorrow or Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday.
It does not come out till Tuesday. So if you plan to read this, you're going to want to pause now and walk away.
Well,
Karen,
we don't know what it
pause.
is.
Okay.
Karen, pause.
The book is Single Dad Dilemma by Carla Sorensen. Overall, I really enjoyed the book. I struggled a little bit with their chemistry. It wasn't my favorite, and really Carla Sorensen is probably not an author for me. I felt their chemistry was a little flat. But the reason I'm going to fight it is there was no content trigger warning, and the dog fucking dies in the book. The dog dies. No content warning, nothing. Dog dies.
Caveat, the dog is 14, so it was not like a young puppy. I'm not saying that it was okay. I'm just saying it was not a young death. It was an old dog.
There were signs, but yes,
There were
it was
signs.
rough.
There were
It was rough.
There were signs.
I haven't read it yet. I haven't had a chance to get
The
to
dog
it.
did not get hit by a car.
No,
Yeah,
and
it was right, but it was rough. It was rough.
they
Yeah.
repeat over and over the dog is 14 years old. They talk about the age of the dog, how the dog is slowing down. And as
But a big thing is Becky has lost 2 dogs
I
that were
lost 2
around this
older
age
dogs. Yeah.
recently.
Yeah, in the last 6 months, we lost our 2 Aussies. And of course, I enjoy and love the puppy, and I love Ollie. But I would have appreciated a content warning.
Yeah.
You know, I would have known that maybe this isn't the book for me right now. So, I was a little upset about that. And it just makes me want to fight. Like, just put the content warning in there.
Yeah.
You know, just say, hey, death of an animal. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Maybe I don't read this book right now. Anyway, that's my
But
thought.
aside from that, it was okay.
It's fine.
And if you don't need content warnings for that, then
I mean, whatever. If you have no heart if you don't care that the dog died.
It's
I
not
like
that
cry
it's not that
every
you didn't
time.
care. It's that
It's, I
yeah.
don't know. It's just the whole like conversation of trigger warnings, right? Like,
Right.
because
Yeah.
that wouldn't always be a trigger for you. Like,
No,
you
it
would have
always
read
would.
that book.
Always a
Okay.
No,
dog.
for them it is because Sid won't watch a movie if the dog dies.
We have to look on the ifthedogdies.com to see if the dog dies in a movie.
That's a thing.
Okay, but see, yeah, that's not a trigger for everybody. So yeah, it's
Well, for people who have cold hearts and don't care, and have never seen a
She's
Sarah
talking about
McLachlan,
me because I was fine.
and has never seen the Sarah McLachlan Humane
Oh, the
Society commercial.
ASPCA
I wasn't fine
commercial.
Oh my
about the dog
gosh.
dying, like, but I was
Yeah, I
okay
I
without
can
a
watch those
warning.
commercials and I'll be fine.
I was okay
If
without
you
a
want.
warning. Like, I mean, it was sad or whatever, but I don't have animals, so it's,
Okay, it's fine. I'm fine. I'm just telling you, it made me angry.
This
No,
is
I
why
know,
it's
and
a
I'm
I got
not
committee.
diminishing
No,
that.
I
I'm
got
just,
rage text from Becky.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
And
I'm just like
and
agreeing with
then
Jenny. I'm not
in the
diminishing
text, she's
anything.
like, the fucking dog dies, and my youngest is sitting next to me as we're driving down the road. She just looked at me and shook her head.
it's fine. It's fine. So readers, we want to hear from you. What are your end of year must read lists? Share with us over on Discord. Tag us on your Instagram posts. We also make sure you join us for the Clear the TBR challenge over on our website. Don't forget to check out a full list of our picks at buzzingaboutromance.com. Make sure you are back here Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we are reviewing Worth a Try by Valerie Pepper. Make sure you follow us on socials for all the updates. If you love this episode, please leave us a review. Share it with your romance reading friends. We appreciate you all very much. Anyway, thanks for joining me.
It's always a good time.
And until next time, everyone.
Happy reading, everybody.
Bye.